I think I'm supposed to give Mom my flowers.
I'm gonna have you hand them off.
Okay,
so
good.
You can, but they might want to get a few more pictures.
Not really. Mm-hmm.
Perfect fit. Okay, I'm gonna have you hand off your flowers. Maybe if your dad could grab them. And are you okay sitting back there? Did you want to be closer? Okay. If you have any trouble hearing though, please feel free to just move where you. Okay, and then we're gonna turn off the music. Oh, okay, we got it together. What a perfect day to be married, don't you think? I'd like to open this wedding ceremony today with a wedding blessing for Jessica and Matthew. We are gathered here today to witness the joining of Matthew and Jessica's lives together in matrimony. It is a joyous occasion. May they find the perfect place in this world for their love to flourish. Let the radiant light of their love shine in all of those around them. I ask that you all join with me in blessing the space, the special time, and their powerful love for each other which has brought us here today. May you both grow in love, strengthened like the mountains, patient and respectful, so that you will always see the light of your partner's soul. We wish you grace and wisdom like the ancient trees, so together you become something greater than your individual selves, a powerful force of healing and goodness for this world. May you always remember this day, our love and best wishes for you, and the joining of your souls on this new path of living and growing together. Well, I welcome you all here today on behalf of Jessica and Matthew. They thank you all for being here on their wedding day to witness the joining of their lives in matrimony and the joining of both their families as they begin this next chapter in their lives. A very special honor to their parents and grandparents. I think that's the only people here, parents and grandparents, right? For you especially, of course, have helped to shape their lives and have passed on to them good values and ethics. They are truly a reflection of your best efforts and will be forever grateful to you. Let us take a moment now to honor those that, although they're no longer with us in body, are most certainly with us here today in spirit and in love. They will always be remembered and held close in your hearts, and I'm sure they're smiling upon the two of you as they're witnessing the joining of your lives and your families. And I've seen the beautiful things that you have set up for them, which is just awesome. Anyway, today before all of you, the people that they cherish the most, they will say the most powerful, the most loving words two people can say to each other. They will take their wedding vows. It is an honor and a privilege to bear witness. They stand before us today as a beacon of light, inspiring all of us to love. They give us hope. Although today is obviously a celebration of the love that you two feel for each other, it's a tribute to each and every one of you here today. The gratitude and the love that they feel towards you, and I'm sure the love that you feel in return towards them, will help to nourish these two as they move forward together in their married lives. I share with you now some words by George Eliot about marriage, called What Greater Thing. What greater thing is there for two human souls than to feel that they are joined for life, to strengthen each other in all labor, to rest on each other in all sorrow, to minister to each other in all pain, to be with one another in silent, unspeakable memories. That helps you take a breath? That's good. Breathing is underrated. Okay, we'll wait for the plane. That's your ride. Wait, yeah. Anyway, well, I think that you'll agree with me when I say that love is what truly organizes our large and our unpredictable world. It's that which enshrines and ennobles our human experience. It is the basis for the peace of family and the peace of all persons of the earth. But the greatest gift bestowed upon us humans is the gift of love freely given between two people, and we're here obviously to celebrate that amazing gift. Jessica, you shared with me that you knew after your first date that there was something very special between you two, and you were excited to see where it may lead. Over the course of your relationship, it just became harder to imagine your life without Matthew. Matthew, after you've been dating Jessica for over a year, you moved in together in 2019 to see how it would work out. I say that's great, doing a trial run. See what that. By the time your annual 4th of July trip to Jessica's parents' beach house, you knew you were ready to ask for their blessing to marry their daughter. So I guess you approved. That's good. Your relationship is so very special and has always felt natural to both of you. There's an acceptance of each other that you are loved for being exactly who you are. You're best friends who bring out the best in each other and see past any faults or imperfections because there are so many qualities in each other that you love. And you shared with me some of those, but I don't think you wanted to spend the whole day going over them. So just some highlights. Matthew, Jessica loves how easily you can make her laugh. She loves how sweet and silly you can be and how you do little things to make her happy when she's had a rough day. She is so happy that you love animals as much as she does. Boy, did I know about that. That's really an important one. She admires your strong work ethic and how ambitious you are, and how you always seem to have the drive to push yourself. She loves how equally passionate you are, inspiring and supporting her in achieving her goals. Jessica, Matthew admires your ambition as well as how incredibly intelligent, loving, caring, and supportive you are. He appreciates how you take care of him, but also that you're not afraid to give him a kick in the pants when he needs it sometimes. I'm sure it's a sweet kick. You both shared with me that you view marriage as a partnership between two people who've chosen to spend the rest of their lives together, supporting and loving one another, sharing your dreams and helping each other to achieve both your shared as well as your personal goals. You're both so excited to start this next chapter in your lives. Well, for two people to meet and feel such a deep sense of connectedness and compatibility, it's hard to not believe that you were destined to be together. True love is an inspiration in our hearts that enriches us, and we pass that on to others. And that way your love, and I think you know what I mean, when you're in the presence of two people and you feel that kind of love, it makes you feel good. So thank you for that. But our world could use a lot more of that these days. So not only is your love there to enrich each other, it really can help a lot of other people. And in that way, your love is truly a blessing to everyone that you're connected to. And I honor your relationship and see so much beauty in it. May your days together be filled with love and joy. But no matter what life may bring, whether it's a wonderful sound of laughter or the anguish of tears, whether life brings a pandemic or abundance or hardship, sickness or health, now you will walk this walk called life hand in hand. I had to throw that in there. Committed as husband and wife eternally. Let your arms always be a safe haven and a refuge for each other to come home to each and every day. Cherish your time together, for life is truly a gift. And be kind even in the bad times, for the storms of life, as we know, do inevitably come. It is then that you will be called upon to hold each other closer and to always remember that your future hopes and dreams will always be within sight and reach if you face each obstacle together as a team. It sounds like you've got that one down already, but you'll have this to read to remind you if you should ever need that. The covenant of marriage is one that can only be entered into by persons who are both legally and spiritually free to offer themselves to each other. Therefore, in the presence of all your witnesses here today, I will ask you to state your intentions. Matthew David Strickler and Jessica Lynn Bonnie, do you come here freely and without reservation to enter into the holy state of matrimony?
Yes.
It's in this spirit that you've come here to share these surprise vows with each other. And if you would please repeat after me. I, Jessica Lynn Bonney, take you, Matthew, to be my husband.
I, Jessica Lynn Bonney, take you, Matthew, to be my husband.
Joining with you today in spirit and in heart.
Joining today with you in spirit and in heart.
Offering you my friendship.
Offering you my friendship.
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
And loving care.
And loving care.
Seeking your happiness as my own.
Seeking your happiness as my own.
Honoring your trust.
Honoring your
As
trust.
the precious gift that it is.
As the precious gift that it is.
Cherishing and respecting you.
Cherishing and respecting you.
Loving you and embracing you.
Loving you and embracing you.
In times of adversity.
In times of adversity.
And times of joy.
And times of joy.
For as long as I shall
For as
live.
long as I shall live.
If you would please repeat after me. I, Matthew David Strickler, take you, Jessica, to be my wife.
I, Matthew David Strickler, take you, Jessica, to be my wife.
Joining with you today in spirit and in heart.
Joining with you today in spirit and in heart.
Offering you my friendship.
Offering you my friendship,
Loyalty.
loyalty,
And loving care.
and loving care.
Seeking your happiness as my own.
Seeking your happiness as my own.
Honoring your trust.
Honoring your trust.
Do you have to think about that?
No.
Hey, it's okay. We're in no hurry. Laughing is a good release. Honoring your trust is the precious gift that it is.
Honoring your trust is the precious gift that it is.
Cherishing and respecting you.
Cherishing and respecting you.
Loving you and embracing you.
Loving you and embracing you.
In times of adversity
In times of adversity
and times of joy.
and times of joy.
For as long as I shall live.
For as long as I shall live.
And if you could present the rings. And I always like to do a blessing of the rings because they represent everything that led up today. They're not just bling. That word didn't come into our vocabulary until the 90s. I don't know why I needed to share that, but. And the two of you put your hands together. Usually I do it with putting my hands over, but yeah, just hold your hands together with the rings, and I'd like to do this blessing. These rings are powerful symbols. The circle represents the wholeness of your love. It's unbroken and everlasting. It is also a symbol, when I think about the circle, of the sun, the earth, and the universe, as well as holiness, perfection, and peace. The precious metal that these rings are made out of represents the sincerity of your commitment to one another. It's strong, enduring, indestructible, and will not tarnish. So I hope as you both wear these rings that you'll be forever reminded of the love and the devotion that brought you here today. These rings are hereby blessed. And Jessica, if you would please take Matthew's ring, and as you place it on his finger, please repeat after me. Just as the circle
Just as the circle
is without end,
is without end.
my love for you is eternal.
My love for you is eternal.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I take you to be my
I
husband.
take you to be my husband.
Matthew, as you place Jessica's ring on her finger, please repeat after me. He's in a hurry. No, just as the circle
Just as the circle
is without end,
is without end.
my love for you is eternal.
My love for you is eternal.
With this ring,
With this ring,
I take you to be my wife.
I take you to be my wife.
And now, how many people have been to a wedding where they've done a sand ceremony? Anyone? It's not like we're at this beach or anything like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around to the side here, and then
Okay.
hold that for a sec. And the thing about the sand ceremony too, when it looks really cool if there's the more layers there are. So to symbolize the beginning of the ceremony, and I'll explain it to everyone. Sorry, itchy nose. I'm just going to place a little bit of each color in there. I feel like I'm on a cooking show, but that's with the apples and peanut butter. Anyway, I really like this ceremony because, first of all, you have a keepsake of the words that were said and everything reminding you of today. But each individual grain of sand is, you have one color and you have another color. So that represents, the single grains of sand represent who you are as an individual now and all you will grow to be in your marriage. So what I'd like for you to do is each pour about half, pour a little bit of your sand, one of you at a time. So Jessica, as you pour some of your sand, it represents all that you are individually and all you will grow to be in your marriage.
You want multiple layers, or you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Matthew, and the same as you, as well as you pour some of that, representing all you are as an individual today and all you will grow to be in your marriage to Jessica. And then you could take turns pouring some back and forth. Yeah, see what I mean? It just looks more interesting. And when you get close to the bottom, save a little bit so I can have you pour it at the same time.
Okay. Oops, come on, sand. There we go.
Okay, and then wait together. Oh, you had some left.
I was gonna say we both have some left.
Okay, so now you're gonna pour it together. And what I like about this ceremony is what they're doing right now. They both are, of course, gonna have their individual selves, but this is a done deal. Once you pour those grains of sand together, they can never be separated again. If you ever have problems, we can meet together and you can try to. But so it's really representational and symbolic of their desire to want to not only bound their lives together or blend their lives together, their families as well. And it's that it represents the commitment, the strength of their commitment to each other to stay together from this day forward as husband and wife, and signifying all the unity of all the love that brings us together here today. And I'll put a lid on it. But you see what I mean? It looks cooler with there being more layers. Okay, and then we'll step back over there. Jessica and Matthew, your lives are very special. May that which is noble and lovely and true remain abundantly in your hearts as you move forward just a few moments in your life together as husband and wife. May you always have a special sense of your mission in life together, and may you never tire of the endless possibilities of exploring your shared existence. And long, long years from now, may you look at one another and be able to say, with you I have lived the life that I've always wanted to live. And I share with you now, surprising reading for you too. Well, I guess you have a love of animals.
Yes.
Particularly dogs.
Yes.
We have 2 dogs and 2 cats.
I kind of snooped around a little bit. There aren't as many good readings about cats, although I have 5 cats. But this is one of my favorite readings in general. Are you all dog lovers here? I tell people, even if they're not, after you hear this, you might want to get to know one. Everything I needed to know about love, I learned from my dog. And it really has a lot of wisdom. Never pass up the opportunity to go for a joyride together. Allow the experience of fresh air and the wind in your face to be pure ecstasy. When loved ones come home, always run to greet them. When you want treats, practice obedience. That's a good one. Let others know when they've invaded your territory. Take naps together and stretch before rising. Run, romp, and play daily. If what you want lies buried, dig until you find it. When someone is having a bad day, be silent, sit close by them and nuzzle them gently. Thrive on the attention and let people touch you. Avoid biting when a simple growl will do. That's really a good one. When you're happy, dance around and wag your entire body. No matter how often you're scolded, don't buy into that guilt thing and pout. Run right back out and make friends. Delight in the simple joy of a long walk together. Love each other unconditionally. And now, Matthew and Jessica, by the love that has brought you here today, the vows you've exchanged, and the integrity of your commitment, and the presence of these wonderful people that you cherish the most, and the powers vested in me in the Commonwealth of Virginia, it's my pleasure and deepest honor. I was looking for my way out. To pronounce you husband and wife, and I think you know what happens to happen next, and I'd like to step aside for that. All right. Everybody's too busy with their phones and clap. Aww. Aww. You did it.
We did it.
And now, the introduction, I'd like to introduce to you for the first time ever, Mr. and Dr. Matthew Strickler. Let's give him a big round of applause. Let's do that again.
Deep breaths.
I kept forgetting to breathe.
That's why at one point I said breathe.
Yeah, breathing is really underrated. That's what I always say.
It is. Very much so. Love you.
Love you.
We did it.
He survived.
Knowledge.
What brings us together
Actually-
today?